All right, join us for this episode because we have some great ideas for you from now till Thanksgiving. Place card holders, table decorations, all
some cutie
inspired
little crafts.
all inspired by Leslie. We'll see you then. Welcome to Hillside Farm. I'm Ruth McKeaney, mother of 5, wife to Bob, lifelong host, and a passionate believer that any space can feel like home. Here at our 307-year-old family home, hospitality is more than a meal. It's about loving others well, making them feel seen, heard, and deeply welcomed. We invite you to subscribe to our channel, Hungry for Home, to discover beloved family recipes, meaningful conversations, gardening tips, decorating, and to always feel at home. Welcome to the fall series at Hungry for Home, and I'm here with Leslie, who is all things magical, and she creates magic. And we were talking about things we could do that were fun, that might be fun to do with your children, your grandchildren, or even yourself to prepare for, you know, an event you're having at your house.
Absolutely.
And she had some great ideas with how to use pumpkins. So she's going to teach us how to put succulents and pumpkins, and then we're going to show you a different Mod Podge idea at the very end. So take us away.
Yeah. So we're going to make a few different varieties of decorative pumpkins that you can use for your tablescape. I make these a lot for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
People really like to have little placeholders with people's names. It's so cute.
These are a great placeholder with people's names, and she's going to tell us how to decorate them.
Yeah.
All right.
So first we're going to start off with just a little dried arrangement. Now Ruth and I just went out into her yard and gathered some things. So we just got some cutie little acorns.
I mean, how cute
we have some
are those acorns?
They're adorable. We got some pine
Lichen?
cones. We got lichen.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some curly little sticks. We've got lots of goodies here. So we're going to start off with just making a little bit of a decorated dry arrangement on top of a pumpkin. So what you'll need for this is a glue gun, which we have Ruth's adorable little craft
She's used
glue
to having
gun.
an industrial size glue
Yeah.
gun. So when she came over and she's like, this is what you use?
It's cute. It's cute. And it won't burn you as much if
Yeah.
you're doing it with kids. This is definitely the one that you want to use. So first you're going to take your teeny tiny cutie pumpkin.
Do you prefer a certain color?
I don't. A lot of times in September I'll go with a white, and then in October I'll go with an orange. We actually got these really cool black ones.
I saw the black
I'm
ones.
obsessed with them.
No.
So they're my current favorite.
They're my favorite.
But
so I didn't see them in cutie size, though.
They're not in cutie size. They're only in like this size.
Yeah.
But I love them, and they
Yes.
sell it so quickly.
Yeah.
I think we're one of the only places that carry them, which is really interesting. So what you want to do is you want to take your cutie little pumpkin. You're just going to put it down. This craft couldn't be easier. So it's so much fun. I do this with kids all the time in workshops. It's so much fun to be like, okay, here's a little scavenger hunt. Go find some acorns.
Yeah.
Go find, give them a list of materials that you know are in your yard, and then send them out. And then you can have 20 minutes of quiet time in your house. So we're going to take this glue gun. We are just going to put some glue on top of this pumpkin. I'm going to do my little trick.
Historically, when I've seen these done, I thought they were dug out.
For the succulent ones, yeah.
Okay, so they are for the succulents.
So right now we're going to make a dried one.
Okay.
But then we're going to get into succulent ones, and we're going to talk about how those are two different ways.
Got it.
So you can dig it out, but that actually makes it not last as long.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you a kokedama style of planting.
Okay.
So for this one, we're just going to make a little dried arrangement on top of this pumpkin of the treasures that we found in the yard.
Okay.
So right now we just took some moss, sheet moss. We also have mood moss we can add in, and we just made a little crown on top. Cute.
Perfect.
Now if your stem comes off, because you want the stem on, it's actually super easy. You just glue the stem back on, and then you cover it with moss, and no one will know.
Okay, hang on. There you go.
So Then we're going to go in and make a little arrangement. Now we have this very cute Gumfrina that was from your yard that will dry perfectly. It's also known as Globe Amaranth, and it keeps its color.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it lovely? So we're just going to go in and glue it into place. Right? Give it a few seconds, hold it for a few seconds, and you're done. So then we'll add in these cute little acorns. And you're just going to kind of make a little treasure trove of all the things that you found in your yard. Super fun, such an easy craft to do.
And what's fun is take a place card holder that you would normally just put on someone's plate for who's sitting where for Thanksgiving or a fun Friendsgiving or dinner party, and they can have their name on these.
So I'm going to take this. This is a little bit of a garlic chive that we found out in the herb garden. And I'm going to kind of stick it up as this cute
I like how you do different levels.
Oh, absolutely. And the Gumfrina will dry. You can use dried materials, or you can use materials that you know will dry in place. Like I grabbed these cute little dried pieces of hydrangea off of your hydrangeas, and we can add those in as well. So we're just going to tuck everything in. And I feel like that Gumfrina is looking a little lonely.
Yeah.
So
stick a second one.
I'm going to stick a second one in. Let's see where he kind of sits nicely. I feel like that's a little whimsical.
Yeah. I like it off to the side.
All right. We're going to put it off to the side. You can kind of mix it in with the other one too.
You can almost even take
So that's where we're going to get to next.
Okay.
So here we go. We're just going to finish up this little guy. Here are some seed pods I took off of her irises, which are lovely. And you're literally just going to layer them in.
It reminds me of us doing the moss wall.
Exactly. It's a moss wall
on a pumpkin.
With dried on a pumpkin. Now, as we all know, pumpkins rot. So we will get to the place where this will no longer
I feel like these stay
out.
good for a very long time.
This size definitely stays good for a long time. Now, what I tend to do is, one of the reasons you build it on top of moss is because you can then just pop this moss off and then keep the dried arrangement forever.
Oh, got
So I'm going to add this little brown one on top of our little cuties there. And then I always like to add
a leaf.
You can add leaves. These are preserved in glycerin. They're natural. Or we can add a leaf from the tree we took the acorns from.
Okay. Perfect.
Just a little thing in the back to add a little bit of a color. It's nice contrast with the fuchsia with our orange beech leaves. Let me just stick this in there.
I love it. You're giving me another reason to use my glue gun.
Absolutely. That is, if anything, I'm good for. And let me stick a cute little stem in there as well. I love using these curled pieces of grapevine. This is where it attached to a plant. And if your stem does come off, it is a really nice thing to add in.
Because it just adds interest.
Exactly.
I love it.
So cute, so simple. It literally took us minutes.
And I'm telling you, you can do these for everyone seated at the table.
If you wanted a little even more of an elevated look, we have these really cool metal things. You can add metals in. You can make it as grand or as small as you want. Now, so we have this.
Yep.
Let's say you want to make it a little something extra.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a second pumpkin. We are going to try with all our might to pop off the stem. There we go.
You got it.
The stem is off. Then we're going to go in and we're going to just take the teeniest bit of moss, stick it around.
We just did this with some stacked pumpkins outside.
We did.
Moss around.
Exactly.
Pine straw.
Sometimes I'll actually use like an expanding foam between the pumpkins if I'm making like a crazy thing. But this is perfect. So then we're just going to go in, add some more glue, and make it a cutie little stack. How darling. So it'll just take a little bit to dry, but there you go. You've got your cute little pumpkin stack.
Perfect. It's also a great gift for your kids to make teachers.
It is so nice. They're such great teachers' gifts. If you wanted, you could add like cute little anemone seed pods.
All right. What are we doing next?
That is our first style of pumpkin, a cute little dried arrangement. So next, we're going to talk about how to add in succulents. Let's do this guy.
Okay.
So succulent pumpkins are super easy to do. I know they seem like a little intimidating, but it is almost as simple as what we just did there. So what you want to do in this way of doing it, we'll do it a different way next, is you're going to add moss on top.
Okay.
Then once we glue the moss in place, we're actually going to take most of the root mass and dirt off of the succulent. Okay. Then we're going to take that soil a little bit and put it here. Then we're going to put more moss on top.
Okay.
And then we're going to mix in some dried. That way the soil and the root mass is sandwiched between two layers of moss. Okay. When the pumpkin starts to go, pop it off.
And you can still plant your
And you can plant it. Yep.
So there's two different ways we were talking about it. You can dig it out and put it in, but your pumpkin's not going to live very long.
It won't live long. And we'll show you how to do that with one of these cuties over here too.
So do you want me to start taking, I guess I could, let me get a plate out.
Yeah. So I'm going to start by doing the first style, which is the kokedama style of planting. So I'm going to take some moss.
Do you want me to take dirt off of these?
Sure.
Which
that
ones
would be
do you want?
great. That one's perfect. I love that one.
Now, how much of the dirt am I taking off? All of it?
Most of it.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to just glue this in place. This is like the perfect 13-year-old birthday party activity. If you have a 12 or 13-year-old.
Or 55-year-old.
Sure, or 55. Let me tell you, I actually did a 50th birthday party 2 years ago, which was so much fun.
Yeah.
They went and had lunch. Then we did this. So.
Do I do another one?
We're going to take even
more. You want even more dirt off.
So succulents can grow with very, very little soil. What I would suggest is once it's lived its life a little bit on the pumpkin, then take a pot and then take this mass, pop it off, and put it on that so the roots can regrow in the soil. But I love how that's drapey like that. So we're going to put that guy here. We're going to take a little bit more moss. And we're just going to glue it on top of the roots.
Wow. When I was in Terrain the other day, I saw them working on one of those big green, I don't know if it was a Cinderella pumpkin, I don't know, but it kind of does this, and it looks like an old man kind of with
absolutely.
They had succulents going in every crevice. It was beautiful.
Yes. I mean, I'm obviously a little partial, but the staff there is just so talented and so amazing. I love them all. All right, so I love this little guy on there. I think we only really need to do one or two, and he's done.
Okay.
We can add some more if we want to, but he's really just like so pretty with just this little bit. So once again, we've got him. I'm going to actually take even more soil off. This soil's
like I'm killing him, but you're not. I have taken ones that have popped out of my, and I thought, it's just the flower portion. I stuck it back in, just regrow.
Absolutely. So this is something that I love to do. So let's say that, oh no, this fell off, right?
Yeah.
You just literally are going to take this
and stick
it in dirt like that, and you'll have a whole new plant so quickly. Stick it in a sunny window. It's how they propagate these in general.
Okay.
So I actually will go through anyone that's a little damaged.
If you want more for the next year?
If you want more for the next year. But you see them, like, people use them as boutonnieres.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. So I always actually like taking a few off an area like that because then you kind of get this little opening for
Yes,
your
for the
stem. Yep. So we're just going to come back in, get this glue going right there. We're going to just peel some of these needles off the bottom of this. And then we're going to put this in place right here.
I'll hold it.
All right, sounds great.
And if you want, we can switch places. No, actually, leave you there.
Just watch out. Perfect.
I mean,
Cute. So then I actually like to go in. I'm a big fan of mixing the dried and the succulents. We can mix it with the metal. So it's lots of fun to just stick this metal in. We'll put a little glue down on him. And then if he's not sitting right, that's okay. We're going to keep gluing. We're just going to keep adding, and then he will stay in place. But can you imagine like a 7-year-old doing this? It's just so much fun. I feel 7 when I do this. And I do this for a living. This is literally, I tell people all the time, I get to be a kid every day of my life.
Every day.
Which kind of means like you're in the right,
you're in
the right business. So I always like to go through and add cute little natural notes. So we're going to be adding some lichen in.
Do you want any of these?
Oh yeah.
Or no?
We
Or
can
do
use
this?
all of our treasures. Just add a little
I'm just
more
so excited about
glue.
these petals because I want to grow a whole bunch more.
Yeah. No, they're so perfect. And honestly, I have like, see, you've got a little baby coming off here.
Yeah.
If you want to be super naughty, plant lovers, don't watch. Just kidding. It'll be fine. You're going to pinch it right here.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going to tuck it right in the soil mass that you just kokodamed in. Voila!
Perfect. And here we go. I've planted 3 more for next year.
And we're going to take this off and plant this later when the pumpkin has lived its life. So you're just going to tuck these in. Same thing for this. So if you have ones that are like kind of leggy and you don't want to use it all,
Just pinch it off.
pinch it off. Strip these down, plant them, because we don't want anything to go to waste ever. Right, there we go. And we're going to tuck this right in here. And we're going to glue some more moss on top so it stays in place. And there we go. We have even more. Let's look at how this is looking. Cute.
Perfect.
So I never like to have just like the one thing going on. So I'm going to add in another
Metal piece.
metal piece. And then these are super fun because you can kind of bend them. A lot of people will actually take them and like shove them into the pumpkin. So here we go. Let's do one more little guy. I'm going to do one more of these
Okay.
because I think these are so cute. I'm going to stick him up here. There we go.
Perfect.
Voila!
I mean, come
How
on.
cute!
That is awesome. Awesome.
Takes very little time.
Very little time.
Maximum cute.
Maximum cute.
So then we're going to talk about how you can carve one of these out and make it into a planter. So if you're doing perennial succulents, which we're not doing today, but we could have been, you can actually take this and use this as fertilizer for those, right? So you can just take this and put it into your garden. Nope, these are annuals.
Oh, so they're not coming back next year?
Nope, these are houseplants, which is fine.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, these are cutie little houseplants.
Okay.
So you can take them, put them in a pot, or put them in a pumpkin, put them on your windowsill, and they'll be super cute. So this guy, let's do the white one.
Okay.
We're gonna carve him. I'm gonna actually bring my tray over so I don't make more of a mess. So I'm just going to cut the whole top off.
And I can get the spoon and clean it out.
Yeah. $3.75. A little bit of olive oil on those seeds. A little bit of salt.
Oh no, I love
Super yummy.
cooking pumpkin seeds.
They are some of my absolute favorites. Now, we're going to hollow that out. And if you want to, you can actually like make a cute little face in there, use a flameless candle, and then make this his little hair.
Oh, that's cute.
It is cute, not
All
gonna
right,
lie.
okay. All
But
right.
right now we're just gonna go with the hair.
Yep. All right, there you go.
So I'm gonna come over here. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this off. And literally, you're just gonna stick this in. Boop. Dust, dust, dust.
Yep.
How cute is that? If you want to, you can
stick
even add your stem back in. You can add all your stuff. If you want to take some of those metal pieces, you can put that in. If you wanted to add a branch, you can add that in.
But it becomes a planter
But
all
it
by
becomes a
itself.
planter.
All by itself. You can put probably a couple different things in here if you
You
want.
can, and
We
if you're
just have-
doing like a little wedding and you want to do a grouping of them, they look super
Oh,
sweet
that's
together. And then you can take some of these leftover succulents and plant them in some of these, and then you're all set.
You're all set.
Yeah.
There's one last one we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And that was a Mod Podge project.
Mod Podge.
And here is the Mod Podge, and we're going to show you how you would normally do it, even though it takes a day to dry. So we thought we're just going
Yeah.
to explain it.
Well,
ahead.
I could do it a little bit. So what we're gonna do is, you know what? I'm gonna keep my messy bin
Yes, keep
right
your
here,
messy bin.
so I don't get Mod Podge everywhere. If you don't have Mod Podge, you can use Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But Mod Podge, you can get it at any Hobby Lobby. You can get them at Michael's. You can get it anywhere.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna just quickly Mod Podge some preserved leaves onto this pumpkin, and it's so easy. Like, it looks so cute.
It does. The other thing I've seen them do is take a really fun napkin. I did this with plates. And Mod Podged a decorative napkin all over it. And
Absolutely.
it becomes like...
My partner in crime at the Devon Terrain, Miriam, has made that her whole theme of this
Yes.
year, and it looks stunning.
It's
she
adorable.
did such a great job. So
While you work on that, I'm going to go get mine so I can show you.
what we're going to do is you're going to take this sponge. You're just going to take a little Mod Podge, and you're going to kind of make a little coating over where you're going to place whatever you're going to put on there. So here's this. And then it's nice to use pressed flowers or something that's preserved because it'll stick much better. So you're going to stick that right on there. And then you're going to take some more Mod Podge and you're going to gently, and this is why I did it in a tray because I know I'm messy.
And it all dries clear.
And it all dries clear. And then you're just going to gently coat on top of it. And then that will stick it to it.
What I was referring to was I did these plastic chargers, and I got a nice napkin that I liked. I think in your shop they've done them with like a toile, a blue and white toile. You take that napkin and you Mod Podge it, so there are all these really cute matching pumpkins.
So you can just press the leaves on. Doesn't have to be in any shape or design. It can be if you want it to be. You could go really intricate with this. I love just kind of taking the leaves from the top and working them way down like that. So the question is, what if you have an area like that or like that that pops up? So here's my little trick. You're going to take your glue gun, your handy dandy glue gun, and you're just going to make the tiniest dollop of glue, and then you're going to hold it in place.
And glue the bottom.
Glue the bottom. And then no one will be able to know. And then it will still dry clear on your Mod Podge, and you'll have this really cool decorated pumpkin.
You can even do it with flower petals.
Oh, yeah.
Do it with anything.
So I usually will press ferns and do it with fern leaves. I'll do it with these preserved leaves that are super cute. You can make some really beautiful ones. I've made some Day of the Dead ones with like really brightly colored dried flowers.
Oh,
and they
okay.
look really stunning.
Yeah.
But sometimes with Mod Podge, the less is more
Yep.
kind of thing, where you're just doing like this little thing, and Mod Podge actually keeps the pumpkin a little bit longer too, which is really nice. So if you've got something that you're doing in November and you want to make the craft now and you want it to last,
It'll be ready.
maybe this is the one. Maybe don't choose the other ones.
Well, definitely don't carve out the pumpkin.
Definitely don't carve out the pumpkin.
But-
That's like if you're having a party this weekend kind of craft, or you just want to like have fun with some kids, or some besties, or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
And then you can already see it kind of drying, which is so cool.
Yes. So definitely try these things out. And again, either invite a bunch of girls over instead of playing Mahjong one week. Do these, or your grandchildren, or your own children. And really, these are fun ways to decorate leading up to Halloween, but even Thanksgiving. I mean, line your table with beautiful creations that you make.
Exactly.
So I hope this was a fun idea for you. And we'd love to see some of your inspirations that you do. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day.